Yo, hey, that's pretty fucking crazy. That's pretty fucking crazy. That's 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 pretty fucking crazy. That's pretty fucking crazy. That's that's pretty fucking crazy. um Mice is too, yeah, legit. There's I'm gonna be real. I've been awake for approximately 6 minutes. Um Yeah, I know I'm quiet. That's because my family's asleep. Let me up my mic a little bit. That's pretty fucking crazy. Uh, Here, let me get some background music so it's not just me. Oh, fucking A. That's pretty fucking crazy. Oh, that's pretty fucking crazy. Uh, that's pretty fucking crazy. So anyway, hi. Uh, my name is Aaron Vera, and I just got funded in 24 hours. Let's fucking go, everybody. I, first of all, want to give a shout out to Birdie, who was the one who got through to me. Several people called me, but he's the one who got through because he was the first one to call on Snapchat. Yeah, that's so let me just move this around real quick. Let me just grab this real quick, just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Just in case you're kind of confused and you're like, Aaron, what's going on? You know, that's that's pretty crazy. I have so much heartburn right now. I woke up at a weird time. I I ate a lot of food before I went to sleep. I had a lot of greasy stuff to eat yesterday. It's like a celebration. Uh, yeah. Red Menace, how do I feel knowing that my project that I worked tirelessly on for 2 years got funded? It feels pretty fucking good. Guys, we got 29 fucking days left and we're funded. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Love you, Dad. Holy shit. Holy shit. Love you too. Ah! Yeah. Ah! Sorry, I was being quiet because my family was asleep and they've just informed me that they're awake. So, anyway, fucking A. Oh, yeah, time for stretch goals. No shit. Oh, we just got another like $20. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go to my face again real quick because I want to look at some of the analytics and I can't look at it legally on stream. Oh my god. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Rum. Thank you, Zach. Oh my god. Oh my god. So many of you. I need to shout out. I'm not gonna give full names because that's against the policy. But can I please shout out to Alex M? We have one donor who gave not even donor, pledger, backer, because you guys are getting like something for the money, but like Alex M gave so much. First of all, we would not have made it on time without Alex M. So, but we would not have made it on time without anybody who backed. So like Alex M, Alex S, you know, Matt D, you know, Pichu, and of course my Aunt Christina, who gave a bunch, and I really love her. Also my parents, who genuinely this would not have happened without, like, you guys heard my dad a few seconds ago. I already called my mom, you know, because I knew she'd be awake. It's, yeah, holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Aaron, hydrate. Aaron has been hydrating, but he needs to hydrate more. I just finished my cup. Double it and give it to the next guy. Do I hear 60K? That's crazy. Also, if any of my castmates are watching, feel free to hop in the chat, in the call. You know, I don't know if you guys are, I know some of you are awake. I know Matt is definitely awake because he already called me as well. And I know Birdie's on his way home. Holy shit. Holy shit. God damn. Yeah, my phone was exploding earlier, so I have not looked at any of the messages because I tried to jump on as soon as I was awake. Yeah, people are just excited that it happened. Yeah. Oh my god. Shout out to everybody in the Discord who's absolutely going crazy. Guys, do you know we have a Discord? Do you know we have a Discord and a Patreon? Do you guys know that? I don't know if you guys knew that. Do we have a Discord and a Patreon? Holy shit. Over under, what's the time it takes to hit the next goal? I can honestly tell you, I'm so glad for the hype about the next goal. I could not fucking care less about the next goal. I could not care less about a stretch goal. I could not care less about 29 days. Because I am living in this moment that, what is that? 21 hours we got funded. 21 hours. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. That's awesome. Oh my god. Oh mein gosh. Oh, let's see here. Some comments. People have left it. That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh my god. Everybody who donated is a part of that. Oh my god. Like, shout out to Stephen Lang, who said, I'm part of that. Everybody who became a backer is part of that. Would not have made it there without all of you. Well, we could have cut out $247 worth of you and still made it, but, like, you know, we couldn't tell which $247, you know. Did you ever doubt the community loves what you do? No, I didn't doubt it, but I doubted my ability to tell the community what I was doing. We've always known that there was a passion and a hunger for this game, but my doubt was in my ability to tell people that it was happening, you know, to get that message across. I've always believed that there were people who wanted this game to succeed, but, like, I didn't know that I would be able to reach them. Yeah. Oh, my phone's buzzing. My phone is buzzing. Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's my aunt. Just telling her I love her because she put a lot of money into this, and I really appreciate her. Did I sleep? So, Kate, if you're watching, I did sleep for about 3.5 hours. No, wait, it's 6 a.m.? Yeah, about 3.5 hours as I slept. Relax day, advertise stretch goals. Yeah, no, I'm going to pass the fuck out after this stream happens. I'm going to go back to bed. No. The stream is happening right now because I made a promise to the community that the moment that we got funded, I was going to read you guys some shit. That's what I made a promise. Mindhack, I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh my god. I forgot. Mindhack, I had a question for you. I can ask it later in a different stream. I had a question for Mindhack regarding, I think, Swedish culture. And I was wondering, you're Swedish, right? Anyway, I'll get to you later. Community made it reach this ridiculousness. We can make it reach as far as you want. Listen, then we're going to the moon, baby. We're going to the moon. Like, when I go to the campaign page and I click the stretch goals button, right? We hit the first one. I know y'all want to hit the 32. And I know we're going to hit the 32 in 29 days. I know y'all want to hit the 35. I know we're going to hit the 35. I know y'all want to hit the 37. I know we're going to hit the 37. Now, 40, 45, that's where I start to be like, I don't know if we're going to hit that. But I know that we're going to hit 37 because we have 29 days to raise $7,000. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Miniature of those would be great, right? It's pretty good. Okay, important question. Is the stream getting uploaded once it's done? Yeah, I'll hit the live button. Yeah, I'll do it as soon as it's done. But I made you guys a promise. Which is pretty cool. That's pretty sick, which means that I now have to read to you guys at some point the entire Keyture list of what we're working on right now. Which is pretty cool. Let's see here. I saw he says, and you barely had to strip for it yesterday. Seriously, knew you could do it. You're so hardworking, creative, stay unbeatable. Fuck yeah, Asahi. Hell yeah. I have so much heartburn right now. It's crazy. It's because yesterday I ate pizza, chicken strips, and a burrito as celebratory food. So my body is like dying slowly. It's time for the spreadsheet key wrap. It's going to be rhyming verse. No, animator. It will not be in rhyming verse. Matt did not agree to that, and I'm not fucking agreeing to that. Yeah. God damn. And you know, I'm gonna text the group real quick and be like, yo, you can hop on if you'd like. Let's see here. There we go. We'll see if any of the others can hop in. I know that they've got kind of a full day today. Oh my god. Let's see. It's at 38C in Sweden. Oh, that's gross. Where can I find my custom music? So, are you Stop Animations? Are you talking about like the music that's in the background right now? This is all from Arcane Anthems. Look up Arcane Anthems on Spotify. He's a good friend of mine. Does really good music for like game use in the background. Keyture Mobile went. We do want to do an app at some point, but that's a whole other thing. Yeah. This is, so look up Arcane Anthems on Spotify or YouTube or Patreon. Yeah. You see, Wes, I'm out here shilling for you because I love you. Yeah. They have things to do today. Like they didn't plan for this. Tisk. Valid. Damn, this is crazy. Oh, also, I saw people asking, what's it called? I saw people asking for us to put in a section regarding AI use. That is literally on my plan for today, is to get that added to the Kickstarter. We have a staunch no gen AI policy at Rocket Hawk, so we will be putting in that clause. I just forgot. It was actually on my list of things to put in here, but I forgot. So for the people who have DM'd me asking me if we're going to use gen AI in this project, obviously not. But I know that you like to see it explicitly written, so I'll get that on the thing. In Apple, will be the Kickstarter in 2-3 years. Yeah, we'd like to see it. Specific songs, this song right now, so the 4 that I use for the background of this stream, some of them, I think these are all Arcane Anthems, but some might be Music D20, who's Will Savino. That's another guy who's really great, and Will is fantastic. Is The Fey Mild, Goodberry, Sanctuary, and Songs of Kindori. Yeah, I keep forgetting your company's Rocket Hawk and not Unbeatable Cast. Yeah, Unbeatable Cast is we do business as, so legally I can say Unbeatable Cast as well. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh mein gosh. Let me go up to the top again real quick, everybody. So if I go to my dashboard, this I can show off as the dashboard. Fucking A. Go. 101, baby. 101. 271. Can you believe it only took 271 of us to get here? I thought I was going to have to convince 500 people. We need 271 merch. We need a jersey that says 271 on the back. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna turn off my screen for just a moment, if only so I can pull up the spreadsheet, because I promised to share with you guys all the Keytures we're working on, but there's other shit that I don't want to spoil yet. Let's see here. There's a little description for our Keytures. I'm going to move that out of the way because a lot of those descriptions are not very effective, so I'll give you my memory of those Keytures instead. You guys ready for this? Let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. Ba 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 ba. Let's see here. Book needs to have at least 271 pages. Brother, if it's at less than 350, I fucking don't know what happened. Because I really do I think 350 is like where we're going at. Do something cool on the 271 page. Maybe put like a little golden crown next to it or something. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see here. Just double checking. I turned on my alarm. Brother, I set alarm to wake up at 4 a.m. and I just totally... yeah. Let's see here. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm going through all the alerts that I've been getting. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. The second generation key is either has 271 or gets the total to 271. Raynor, that might be the winning suggestion. Because there's 151 in the original book, so the second book having 120 in it really works well. Raynor, that's a really good suggestion. Somebody write that down. Write that down. Somebody write that down. Somebody write that down. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay, let's see here. All right. Are you guys ready for this shit? Let's fucking go. Screen. So here's my spreadsheet, and let me move this around a little bit so that we can unlock this. Move this around a little bit. Oh, who joined?
Oh yeah, baby, we did it.
Oh, there's Birdie. There he is. All right, turn your face on.
We fucking did it.
All right, here we go. Wait for it. He's gonna be here.
Oh,
it's
my god,
so bright.
I'm ridiculously bright. Hold on.
You're so bright. There you go. There he is.
Hi. Let me fix this. Let me pull up G-Hub.
You're good. You're good. You're good. I'm literally about to go through the spreadsheet.
I'm glad I didn't miss that because there's lots there that I don't know because I haven't read through the entire spreadsheet.
Yeah. So now the spreadsheet's gonna be super small for these people, which I appreciate. Let's see here. We're gonna I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger.
I had a shower this morning, so that's why not even this morning.
That way they can see it a little bit better. It's still just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Holy shit.
Let's see here. There we go. Now they can see it while it's the two of us.
Just the two
of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Yeah, the others might pop in at some point, but I don't know. I know they've got a pretty full day today.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, the chat is saying a birdie, a British man is here. Birdie's ascending. Is Birdie? Burrito is here. Burrito. I don't know why I've never called you burrito in my life. Nah, I don't know. I think your white sensibilities may have offended me to the point where I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Oh my god.
I've eaten a burrito.
Burrito. because you were like pure white, like from exposure. Somebody said I thought Birdie was evolving.
Yeah, I've just pulled up the chat.
Okay, actually, you know what? Entertain the chat for a moment, Birdie. I'm gonna go refill my water, and then I can start reading this. Be right back.
How's it going, guys? I don't know if Aaron told you, I was the one who woke him up. So I saw a message in one of our servers saying we did it. I went and checked, and saw that we were on 30,222 at the time I checking. And it was, I immediately got on the phone to Aaron. I assumed I wasn't the only one, so I didn't know if I'd get through. But I immediately called Aaron, and he goes, "Hey," I was like, "We did it!" And he was so out of it. Yeah, that was hilarious. It feels incredible. It's very surreal that it's gonna be happening. We're now obliged to follow through and do the thing. I never had any doubt that it was gonna happen. I am super impressed at how quickly you guys did it. So thank you so much for showing up and getting us that sticker. We did it. 24 hours, baby. Less than 24 hours. We did it in like, I don't know what time was it when we did it. Let's see. Guys, we are funded. Was it around about 2 o'clock? So we did it in 20 hours. That's crazy. That's crazy banana pants. So just phenomenal work, everyone, and I hope you're as excited for the book to come out as I am. I've been saying to my friends that, you know, I'm gonna, as soon as I'm allowed to, I'm gonna be running a game for my UK friends, my LARP buddies, and I can't wait. It's gonna be so cool. I can't wait to get to be a player with the one shot we're gonna do and the campaign we're eventually gonna do. And I'm excited to Aaron to get back and go through all of the Keytures, and I can start deciding what my team's gonna be, because I don't know if I'm actually, maybe the one shot I'll play my mercenary character and I'll have my Argent Talon and stuff, but I don't know for the campaign. I might mix it up a little bit. I might do a thing. I had an idea of playing a cowboy. I think I'm not the only one who had the idea of playing a cowboy for the campaign.
Oh, but, for the Brave Horizons campaign?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the first one to have the idea of playing a cowboy, though.
Hell yeah, dibs. I got there first. You heard it here first. It's on record. I get to play the cowboy.
My goodness.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Jesus.
Red Menace, just like, you know, if you, I don't know if you're in our Discord community, but
oh, Red Menace
you know,
is in there.
I'm sure there'll be
Red
someone. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be someone in our. There'll be some people in our Discord community who would be more than happy to DM for a game for you.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be games going hard. Once we have a dedicated Discord for it. Also, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Themostabadoo. I'm sure that's not how you're supposed to say that. I haven't seen any marketing from D&D tubers. Any plans for that? Fuck yeah! Now that we hit funding, fuck yeah, there is. Fuck yeah.
We already had plans from some people to do promo.
Yeah.
We just did this so much fast. Like, we had that plan. Those videos were going to start dropping later on. So, like,
yeah.
Yesterday, Sean's video went up way faster than we were planning to.
Yeah, and then Sean put it up,
it
and then all of our friends, rather than making new videos, just reposted Sean's video, which was great. It was good. Okay. So everybody, you guys ready for me to go through the spreadsheet? Because I made a promise, and it's already 6:38, which means it's been like 40 minutes, and I haven't fulfilled my promise yet.
Hell yeah!
Fuck yeah! So beginning at line number 1.
I'm gonna be munching on some food while you do.
Go for it. That's fine. That's fine. Beginning at line number 1, we have the Caliba line with forms 1, 2, and 3 of Caliba, Olympus, and Grisorna. Basically, the first 12 lines are our starters, which we went over yesterday. If you weren't in stream yesterday, we'll go through them real quick, but we're not going to spend a lot of time on them because you guys already know what they are. When/if we get the OGL, I'm planning on doing a Keyture Mystery. That's great. That's fantastic. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ads are dumb. Why are there ads on the stream? Give me a second. Let me turn off my display. I'm turning off monetization on the stream. I think they're just on by default. Let me fix that real quick because I don't want you guys to deal with ads. Off. Done. Save. There you go. There you go. No ads on the stream. Yeah. Fucking hell yeah. Can we reach out to PokeTubers? Like, you guys can reach out to whoever the fuck you want to support this game. Like, yeah.
If you have
if you have people
creators
that you
enjoy,
talk to,
let them make them aware of us.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, putting this back up. So, line number 1, the caliber. Here, let me put the affinities right next to it so you guys can see those. Bum, 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 just the two of us. Just the two of us. There we go. Now you guys can see the affinities too. So we have the Calibo line with Calibo, Olympus, and Grisorna. We have the Calfin line with Calfin, Palinhite, Alceus. We have the Pupul line with Pupul, Water, Siege Lion. The Ace Sparrow line with Ace Sparrow, Argentalon, and Egorum. Shout out. We have the Bobsicle line with Bobsicle, Cryocat, and Crystallinx, which is a pure frost line. When do you get the affinity chart? I'll show off the affinity chart in this fucking stream. I don't give a shit. Let's fucking go. I don't care. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see here. We have Iguarina, Comodome, and Gilliseum in the 6th line. We have the 7th line, which consists of Pawn Charm, Sorcerobe, and Sombrerage. The 8th line, our pure alloy starter line, that composed of Pinquill, Inquill, and Drillquill. Our Rot starter line, which is Lycrawl, Lycreeper, Lyclash. Our Spirit affinity starter, which is Giggle, Poltergrift, and Phantempt. Our 11th line is our Terra starter, Nanogem, Noctogem, and Noble Gem. And our 12th line is Voltlet, Sparkwinder, and Rattle Surge. Now we are going to start getting into Keytures that have not been revealed. So, first things first. We have our Rot affinity Spider line. Why does this say that they are pure? Oh, because, okay, never mind, that was the thing that I was talking about. Okay, so we have Arachnosail. So Arachnosail. Have you ever seen what a paratrooper looks like, Birdie? Where they're the ones with the parachutes?
Yeah, sure.
You know how there's certain spiders that will make little parachute things and glide around?
I didn't, but that's cool.
So Arachnosail is a tiny little spider that can go long distances by gliding. And then it turns into like a flying squirrel. And then it becomes Arachnotrooper, where it's now too heavy to glide around, but it's like a ground shock trooper that is like meant to fucking kill shit. Yeah, so that's Arachnosail and Arachnotrooper. Is our Rot line. Birdie, I know I've talked to you about this before, but one of the first lines I ever designed for this game is a little guy who's a mystic little guy. He's a little garden gnome, and his name is Gnardner. Because he's a gardener. He's a Gnardner. He's a gnome Gnardner. And the thing is...
Was that idea given to you by someone I know?
No, I came up with that just myself.
Oh, okay.
It was great. Because the best part is once you give... So people are asking about, like, if you needed items to, like, attune your Keytures to a new form. And this is the only one that currently has an item, is the moment he gets a little shield, he becomes Gnardian. A little gnome guardian.
Not Gnite.
Not Gnite. We have talked about expanding this line significantly. There's been some conversations about that, but this is going to be in another book where we
like the Eevee. That would be so sick if this is like the Eevee, really depending on which item you give him.
Yeah.
Different Gniches.
Yeah. Question: are Keytures still perfectly viable without being in their final Evo? There is a mechanic for that, Ethos Maxim. They're still pretty viable, but obviously you're going to miss out on some things. But there is a mechanic for keeping your Keytures at their first form. So Gnardian and Gnardner are two of my favorite, just because I love saying their name. Yeah, let's see. An Evo based on weapons, armor, shield they get a hold of. Exactly. We talked about doing so the Gnite was actually an idea.
You know for a fact that's going on my list. I'm rocking that.
Yeah, so Birdie, we actually talked about doing extending the thing where we had Gnite and Gnizard, where it would be a mystic martial and a mystic pyro jump on. So we did talk. So in the second book, we might be seeing some Gnardner expansions, but that's already been. Gnarcher would be good. Gnarcher would be really good, and we could make that like a spirit one with ghost arrows or whatever. That'd be cool. Gnecromancer. Yeah. Gnog. It'd be funny. Yeah. So, yeah, that's one that we've talked about expanding.
Gnite as a mystic alloy might be cool.
That would be cool. That'd be cool. So we have what's it called? The next is not a attunement form. So this isn't a line of 3 Keytures, but it is actually a trio of single form Keytures. So we have a couple of trios like this across the game, and this one, I think, this next one comes from Kenna, who originally did this, is our Death Touch trio, which are 3 sort of like single form Keytures with similar stats that all have the Death Touch passive, which I will get into in just a moment. Let's see here. Death Touched, which means it takes less damage from Rot and Spirit moves. But our Death Touch trio has Amanita, apologies, which is the mushroom little Keyture. You know, like the Amanita mushroom, which is like that, like red. It's the classic red with white patches sort of mushroom. And then Diamort and Gloomseer are both based off of specific cryptids. Well, no, Gloomseer is a cryptid. Diamort is based off of Dia de los Muertos. So Aminata is just pure Rot affinity, and it's like the little mushroom guy with like the red and white mushroom. There's Diamort, which is a floating skull covered in marigold petals. I don't know if you're familiar with. You watched Coco, so you know the aesthetic of the movie Coco. It's that as a talking floating skull.
Very cool.
That's very cool. Yeah. And then Gloomseer is based off of a cryptid called the Dark Watcher. So this
I've
one's
also
actually
been to Mexico.
Have you? Oh, you have.
I went when I was on the cruise ship.
Yeah, I forgot you worked on a cruise ship. Yeah. And then Gloomseer is based off of the Dark Watcher, and it's this little guy. It's this little shadowy dude that then turns into a like 8-foot tall Slender Man whenever it gets to be nighttime. And that's Gloomseer, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and that's our Death Touch trio. All of those ideas originally started from Kenna, so I want to shout out Kenna on those ones. Let's see here. Yeah, well, we get some info on the class. We can talk mechanically a little bit about what the jobs are later, but right now we're focusing on the Keytures, because that was the promise, was that I would talk about every Keyture that we've got in the pipeline. Which is exciting that we're doing this in order, because we can talk about the box legends at some point later, but we'll get to that later. We're only at line number 18, and there's 76 lines in this game. So, let's see here. The next line is the Stockbud line. This one I'm actually quite proud of. This is a Flora Atmos, so grass flying. Flora Atmos. Stockbud is a tiny little vulture, tiny little condor, whose tail takes some reference from like both like its face is a vulture, but its body is basically like a red tail hawk. And it's got like these feathers made of plants. And then it becomes Condorosa, which is like it's a play on the town Ponderosa, but it's Condorosa, and it's a condor whose tail is a giant rose. Yeah, and it's more of a stall tactic, sort of like heal strat Keyture. Oh, bye, Biker Dwarf. Good night. Yeah, so Stockbud. This is one of our, like, 3 birds in the game, is Stockbud and Condorosa, which is cool. Big fan of those. I can't wait for them to get art, to be honest. I'm very excited. Oh, hi, Charles. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. That's one of my cousins. Let's see here. So, the next duo is another duo of like Keytures that are related, but they don't attune into each other. This one's Matt's fault. So you know there's the phrase 2 birds, 1 stone? And you know how there's also the phrase the early bird gets the worm?
Mm-hmm.
Matt really got those both in his head, and he said, you know what? I'm going to make a bird named Winston and a worm named Early Worm. And they're a duo that goes together, and it was the thing of like putting them together, and Matt decided to make Winston an Early Worm, and they both have their own abilities. Like one of them is a rock bird, Winston, and the other is the Early Worm, which is a Terra Flora worm. But they have
what's Winston?
That's 2 birds, 1 stone.
1 stone, right? Yeah, 1 stone.
Yeah. So Matt's a G. Matt's a genius. And what's funny is they have the passive 1 stone and Early Worm, which they technically have 3 passives each because they both do, but they get the unique ones: 1 stone and Early Worm. 1 stone. And by the way, don't quote the mechanics on these exactly. This is mostly vibe writing. One stone says whenever this Keyture uses a single target physical move, they can instead target 2 separate enemy Keytures within range. So all of their single target stuff becomes 2 targets. And then it also says if an ally Keyture with early worm, so the other passive, is in battle, this creature's drive increases by +2 stages when a move is used this way. And then early worm, right, is the other one, which says during the priority phase, you can use a status or support move, which support moves are just purely beneficial status moves, without priority as though it had priority because it's early worm. You get it? The early, you know? And then if an ally creature with 1 stone is in battle, this creature's strike increases by +2 stages when a move is used this way. So, yeah, it's the whole thing. Should have been early worm and had the Draco affinity. That would have been funny if we didn't already have a bug dragon in the game ethos. We get a bug dragon later. Yeah, so once then an early worm is for duo teams. Oh my god, Birdie, we're about to hit one of my favorite fucking designs that I've done thus far. So I need you to go to Google real quick, Birdie, and I need you to Google the words California newt. So a California newt is this type of salamander that is bright fucking orange red, right? Where's my jacket at?
It's very cute.
Here we go.
Let's see here. Cute newt.
This is a California newt for anyone who's not familiar. We love California newts. And I was like, you know, I've always looked at a California newt. I've been around them my whole life. I love California newts because I grew up in California. All right, bye, shorty. Bye. But I love California newts, and I've always looked at them and thought, hey, you know, I've loved the like fiery red color. So I created Illuminute, which is a pyro affinity Keyture that is just a California newt made of lava.
That's cool.
It's pretty sick. And then
it's a bit like it's a bit like the salamander from Frozen 2.
Yeah, kind of like that thing. Yeah. And then when it attunes to its next form, Terra Torcha, it the lava on its body has cooled and it gains the Terra affinity because it has like a ceramic like battle armor on it over the like the lava.
Like obsidian, like.
We haven't decided. That comes down to when we do the art. The exact reference comes down to when we do art. Because the thing is these are my concepts. A lot of these change significantly once we hit the art stage because artists then have input and some crazy shit happens.
Bit of a back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. Bye, Ethos. Thank you. So yeah, Illuminute and Terra Torcha is the 21st line. We love that. The next one is another trio of single form Keytures. These are the circuit piece trio. So one of the things that you're going to see is that we do hit like a bunch of strats that are for multiple party members to each have sort of like 1 or 2 of these Keytures. So that way like they work together without everybody having to have them on one team. Yeah. So these next ones come from Kenna because Kenna did a lot of the single form trios. So there's Solaire, Battery, and Paneloth, which are a Volt Atmos, Volt Flora, and Volt Alloy trio, where basically one of the cool things is they all have these like battery-based passives. So like Clean Power, Battery, Volt Conductor. But they all also have this passive called Circuit Piece, which Circuit Piece says, as this creature enters battle, if there is an ally, Solaire, Battery, or Paneloth in battle, you can replace this passive with one of the passives of that creature chosen by this creature. So like, say like, Kenna's got her Solaire, which Solaire... You've never watched any Ghibli films, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, you know Spirited Away?
It's been a while, but yeah.
Okay, there's a scene in Spirited Away. The audience will know what I'm talking about. Where there's these little things called soot sprites. They're these little like black balls that have these big eyes. If you Google soot sprite, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Those.
Yeah.
I'll Google it.
So Solaire is... Imagine if the soot sprite... was made of a little rainbow coil of optic fiber wire. So it's like that, but if it's a little rainbow that glows and gets brighter in the light.
I think I remember kind of talking about this one.
Yeah. And then Battery is like a bat that is also a battery. No, sorry, that's a tree that's also a battery. Apologies. It's a tree that's also a battery. So it's like this little little thing. And then Paneloth is a silicon what's it called? A silicon solar panel that is like a glider, and the three of them can plug into each other and get all of their abilities together. It's really cool.
That's cool. Megazord.
Yeah, they can Megazord together, which is sick. All right, bye, bad idea. Bye, bye. Don't worry, the VOD will be up as soon as we're done. Let's see here. Ooh, I think Falcon's in the chat right now. Falcon helped come up with this next line.
Can we get some Falcons in the chat?
Shout out to Falcon. Can we just get a yay Falcon in the chat? Lacker of Lacking, thank you for backing it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Will there be joint art for the trios? That's a good idea, Joe. That's a good idea. That might be the way to do it.
That might be a 37K.
Falcon, we're not at Snurse yet. We're at Glucosion, and you helped come up with this. We're gonna do Glucosion first.
Yeah. I think joint up artwork might be a 37K with the additional art.
With the additional art section, yeah, it's
Yeah.
up there. Yeah. Aw. Thank you for saying that you've been following for a long time and you're so proud. Legends of Adventures guys are so fucking. Oh, they're super humble dudes. I've met them many times. I don't know if you've gotten to meet them. You might have met them at the one PAX you were at. They're the guys who do the You ever seen the Chuckles the Clown animated shorts?
No.
Okay, definitely. They're really funny guys, and they're very humble dudes. So if there are two circuit piece Keytures, no Pokemon, we're banning that word Green Knight, and one of the trio, could they all have the same passive? Yeah, they could. They can all make the same passive, which is pretty cool. And they've got some really powerful ones in there, like Solair's got Clean Power, which specifically says that if it's in an Atmos, Pyro, or Volt domain, its movement and turn order are doubled, which is pretty cool. But the one that Falcon helped make, we have a Rot Mystic Keyture that Falcon had the idea for me to make like a sugar demon. So, you know fructose? It's Fructimp is a little imp, but made of sugar. It's a little candy demon. And then it
I do know this one.
Yeah, and then it turns into a sugar demon called Glucosion. Yeah, so it's a Rot Mystic. I'm excited to see what this turns out. I think I know which of our artists I'm going to give this to, and this is very exciting. Yeah. And then the next one that Falcon made, which I think is the last one that Falcon made, Falcon suggested Snurse, which is a snail purse. It is just a snail whose shell opens up and it can hold some stuff in there.
I thought it was a snake nurse.
Nah, it's a snail purse actually, is Snurse, which is a Mystic Flora line. Line 26 is Snurse.
Okay. What's the gimmick of this creature going to be?
So it has a passive called Extra Pocket, where normally Keytures can only have one mod equipped to them at a given time. Snurse can have two different mods, so you can have two different. It's basically like if in Pokemon you could have two different held items. Yeah, Snurse. Shout out to Snurse, guys. We all love Snurse. Yeah. Snurse goes crazy. Let's see here. You have to go to work. Bye, California Crepes Coffee. Bye. Thank you for showing up. Let's see here.
Sprint to the fridge and get another can of Diet Coke.
Okay, see ya. The worst part is Birdie left during one of the coolest ones. I'm gonna wait for him to come back. Let's see here. Snail Space. Yeah, Snurse is great. Snurse also shares a passive with Gennardian. They have a thing called Fairy Circle, where let's see here. Fairy Circle states that it and its allies cannot have their mods like removed or forced to be dropped or anything like that, and they cannot be returned to their keys or to the Hearthlight by enemy moves or abilities, which is very cool. We are yeah, you can see frogs. We're almost there. We're almost to the frogs. Don't worry, Joe. I know you want them. Yeah. So Birdie, this next one was actually Dante's idea.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's Crixus and Wyvark, which is we finally did it. We did the bug dragon. We have it. So Crixus is a little caterpillar with like scales on it. We actually have art for Crixus and Wyvark actually that I have not shown off yet. Let me see here. You know what I can do? If I hit studio mode actually. If I hit this button and I grab this, and I, what's it called? Go here. One of the things I can do is I can make you kind of small in my corner. Oh, wait, no, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong screen. What's it called? Where's my screen? Let's see here. And then we make you kind of small in the corner. And you can hang out with me. And I can show off some of this art. Give me a second. Keytures. Crixus and Wyvark. Here we go. If I go to my screen. Transition. This is Crixus. This is the little baby. You'll see him on stream in a little bit. This is Crixus. He is a little caterpillar dude. He got a little... You can't really see him on camera.
He's a little guy.
He's a little guy. Let's see. I'm trying to make it where you can see his body. That I'm not covering it with my face. Look at... He's a little dude. And he got a little spiky tail. And he's really scary. And you notice he's got these little facades of little dragons over his face, right? He's a little coward. Literally, one of his passives is coward, quite literally, where he gets a boost when stronger things are on the field. And he attunes super late game. I think he's got like a rank 6 attunement currently. But then Crixus turns into an actual scary dragon when it turns into Wyvark, which is based off of a polyphemus moth where its wings look like a face. And once it shows up on stream, you'll see it. That's Wyvark.
That's scary.
Yeah. Which is pretty
kind of fruity
cool.
though.
You do look kind of fruity, which we do love. You know, we want it to be some elegant.
You got those eyelids that are like, hey there.
So yeah, this one was a Dante idea. Shout out to Dante.
This is another one that I'd be tempted to have in my party.
Yep. The Wyvark is very cool.
I think this Keyture would have a really cool personality.
Yeah.
And this would be my queenie. This would be the queenie of my Brave Horizons
That's
party.
true. It would be cunty as fuck.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So that is that one. Let's see here. Thanks, Dante.
Really tiny.
How big is Wyvark? So Crixus is about yay big, and Wyvark is about yay big. Like you couldn't ride a Wyvark, but you could have it on your shoulder and be like beautiful set of wings. It'd be really cool. Joe,
a sick gym leader. Like,
that'd be really cool. Put it on their back
and really like avant-garde fashion gym leader, like the ghost type in that one.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
Fantina.
Yeah. What's it called? So, Jiboboid, their name is Joe. They're one of our patrons. They've been waiting for the frog for so long. So, Birdie, are you familiar with what like a pistachio nut looks like?
Yes.
So imagine if you took a seed. You're British. I don't know. All you've had is milk toast. I don't know. But you fucking a pistachio nut. It has a shell. If you turn that shell sideways and the little green nut on the inside sticking its legs out the back was like, or sticking its tail out the back was like a tadpole, that would be podpole or podling. I've got some sketches for podling which I can show off. Let's see here. Because our artist B is still working on podling, so it's not quite finished yet, but we have some sketches. Let me scroll up and grab you some line art, and I will show that off on stream in just a second. So the colored lines are not going to be in the actual line art when we get there. And those are going to be in just color. So this is podling. It is a little tadpole with its little back legs and its little head, and he's like a little seed, and he's a flora affinity Keyture. However, he will become rot flora when it becomes sodlet. Sodlet
is being covered by us, by the way.
Oh, it's all being covered by us. That's fantastic.
Well, just his face. His face.
Oh yeah. Here, we'll move this over here. Here we go. There you go. Now
that thing's scary.
Yeah. So then
the first one was covered up. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it becomes Sodlet, who is Scary Frog.
That's horrifying.
podling.
I'm not having this one. This one's not for me.
And then, it gets even scarier. It gets even scarier. Then it turns into Frogalizer. Who we're currently playing with. It's a scary fucker. I told you, dude. It's so creepy.
The middle one is way scary. It's way more scary than the finished one.
Well, it's because the shell is now body armor rather than being just head armor, which is really funny.
The big one, the third one looks like he's gonna call someone boss. This is
a boss. This is a henchman.
Such big. No. The third one has big henchman energy. The second one is nightmare fuel. The third one is henchman energy.
Yeah, shout out. So there's Sodlet, Frogalizer, or Podling, Sodlet, and Frogalizer, who are the 28th line.
Oh, you're already getting flamed for putting them on 2 legs.
Hey, listen, take it up with the artist. Also, fucking who cares? It's basically still on 4, and it starts on fucking 2 legs because it's a tadpole and it just doesn't have 4 legs. Yeah, let's see here. Show Frogalizer again, please. Lori, there's a VOD, dog. You could just rewind it 30 seconds. I'm gonna sit here, Lori, while you rewind the VOD real quick. Go for it. Are there Keytures that have more than 2 affinities? Not yet. That is something that we're open to in the future, but we decided to stick to the basics for now for this first book. But it's something we're open to. Next up, we have the first of
there are lines that have more than 2.
There are lines that have more than 2, which is Grizorna, and there's your cow as well. Also has more than 2. Let's see here. Let's see. What's it called? The first of our 4 dogs in this game. We have 4 fucking dogs in this deck, so this is definitely an overlook until recently. We have Rotwild, which is a alloy rot affinity Keyture. Like wrought iron. Imagine if that was a Rottweiler.
Oh, that's good. I like the pun.
Yeah. And it's got
I feel like
rusting
most of coming
corrosion.
up with Keyture ideas is coming up with a good pun.
Yeah, I mean that's what all the good things are. Yeah.
And then you make a cool Keyture to go with the pun.
Yup.
That's not how I design mine, though. I will say.
It's true. And we'll get to yours in a bit because that's definitely on there. I think I have it red right now for the artists, so that way I can go back because I need to refix.
It needs a lot of work doing with it.
It needs a little bit of work, but it's good. Let's see here. Then, oh my God, this one's gonna be one of those beloved lines. I can tell you right now because the people who like our game are gay. There is a pure pyro affinity Keyture. Its name is Burned It, and it's a little. You know how Prometheus brought fire? This is a raccoon that steals the fire. This is Burned It. It's a little bandit. It's a little fire bandit. And it turns into Kindleloot. Yeah, it's a little raccoon that steals fire, and it's Burned It becomes Kindleloot. Yeah, we love it. Just little give me the fire. And one of my favorite things is I always imagine a Burned It doing the thing that raccoons do with cotton candy. Have you seen this?
Yes.
Where they grab it and try to wash it and it goes away. But it's the fire. They wash it and it goes away. Yeah, that's Burned It. It's going to be an all-timer. I'm telling you, dude. People are going to love Burned It. See, look in the chat. Trash Fire Panda is what they've just yelled. Yeah, it's great.
Raccoons aren't as big of a thing in the UK because we just don't have them.
Oh, I know. When Duffy was over here, like 2 years ago, he demanded that he see a raccoon while he was here. And Dante and I purposely did not tell him that we saw about 20 raccoons, but they were all dead on the side of the highway. Every single one of them. Like, we didn't see a single living raccoon the whole time. We'd love stickers.
Stickers at some point.
We'll do a sticker sheet at some point.
It's not the top of our priority, but
like, yeah, definitely.
First.
A sticker sheet's pretty doable. Let's see here. We have Pyroma, who I think you'll enjoy, is a little Mystic Pyro Fire Pixie. So it's like this big. It's a little Fire Pixie. And then eventually, I worry this will become the Gardevoir of the game, becomes Incendia, who is a Flaming Dryad. Which is really cool. Yeah. Shout out to Matt. That was a Matt idea, if I remember correctly. It was Incendia. Or Pyroma, one or the other. Yeah. That was line 31. Dan, that's definitely like a 2 years from now conversation, but definitely. I'd love to.
Oh yeah.
Dan said convention booth with pins for sale. I was like, that's like a 2 years from now conversation.
We're planning on being at conventions, but yeah, having our own booth.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we definitely have some talks of like when we can get books. We'd like to set up a booth.
Talking about doing a panel.
There was talk of doing a panel, which is still talks, and we should definitely not talk about on stream because it's not solidified yet. Yeah. This next one, line 32, Anomal. I don't know how we're gonna do the art for this because the gimmick is so weird. Where Anomal is a spirit vault Keyture, but it's like, you know, in like every like horror movie ever, there's like the glowing white like glitchy figure that like appears and kind of looks scary in the corners. Anomal is supposed to take the form of you, and it's supposed to look like a creepy, uncanny version of you. So what I was thinking is doing is maybe making it look like a person. Yeah, like a silhouette or something like that.
You know, in Doctor Who, with the Cybermen when
they
appeared as ghosts.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anomal is a spirit vault Keyture with the passives Uncanny Form, Amorphous, and Many Eyes. Which is scary. Because like amorphous means that they use their soul, which is their like special defense, rather than their physical defense when they're defending from physical moves, so kinetic moves. So they only need one defensive die basically. Then Many Eyes says that they have an advantage to defending rolls against kinetic moves. And Uncanny Form says that when they enter battle, up to one enemy Keyture gains the Scared status condition, which is its own sort of like status condition. And that's because it appears as that specific thing. It like appears as them, and it's like, it's fucking scary. Freaky. It's like a humanoid ditto that's a ghost. Yeah, basically. Yeah, but it's like an anomaly, anomal. And I think that was also a Dante idea. Shout out to Dante. Yeah, that was a Dante idea. This next one, I worry about our audience. I need you to know. I worry. This one almost didn't get included because I'm like, this next one, people 31K. Did we really? Let me see here. Somebody said we hit 31. Let me look.
Da, 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 da.
Dude, less than 1,000 left in the OGL is like fucking like is guaranteed.
I get us to 37, please. I'm begging you.
We're hitting 37.
I'm begging the audience. Let's hit 37 by the end. If we hit 37, that's me. I'm like, it's the best. The book is going to be as best as it can be.
Yeah. Hey, Alec. How you
a starter adventure would be cool, but yeah, if we can get the additional artwork, I think we can all walk away extremely happy.
Yeah. What's it called? This next one, I almost didn't put in because you people are fucking crazy. It's called Bat Squatch, and take a Sasquatch X like style character, and then kind of make them kind of vampire-y.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it'll be on four legs.
You're already like not the cryptid fuckers.
I think it'll be on 4 legs. And then I'm not going to call them out, but one of our artists very specifically what's it called, wants to do the art for this. And I'm like, I don't know that I want you to do the art for this. I don't know that I want that.
You're too excited about this.
Yeah. And then it eventually turns into Beast Feratu, which is like a more vampire-esque version of it. And I'm like,
yep, they're gonna get freaky about this one.
I'm like, hey, listen. It also doesn't help that it has you
in the chat, behave yourself, or we're changing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't trust people. And now we have our wholesome one, which is Mort. Mort is our wholesome one. Line 34. You know,
King Julian!
It's not that kind of Mort. You know, like a mortar and pestle?
King Julian, I am in Brave Horizons.
It's one of those. It's a mortar and pestle that like goes from that into like a millstone, so it turns into Millisam, and then it turns into the entire mill, which is Gristor, which is like, imagine a golem that is a mill. which is pretty cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
So
That's
Mort,
very cool.
Millisom, and Gristor, which is our alloy mystic affinity Keyture. Which defensively is a fantastic typing. It has two different immunities, which is pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Which is wild. Yeah, King Julian. Line number 35.
I told you not to go in Brave Horizons. Where's my Brave Horizons?
What's it called? Line 35 was another one of the first ones that got created. It's actually one of my favorite ones. You know what a heat sink is, right? In a computer?
Yep.
So it's, for anyone who's unfamiliar, it's like fins of metal that are meant to dissipate heat that accumulates in a system. So we have, based off of a heat sink, we have Heat Dink, which is, imagine like a little guy with like 4 legs that is made out of like a heat sink, and he's a Volt Affinity Keyture, but he has
My
the
father's calling me.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, father. Hello, father. For the audience, it has the passive weak circuit, so every time it uses a kinetic or energy Volt Affinity move, it hurts itself a little. It's kind of like, but once it has taken a certain amount of, I think it's once it's, well, let me see here. Let me remember what its thing is. I want to get this right. Once it hits 2 critical hits with Pyro Affinity moves, because it can learn some Pyro Affinity moves, it then, and it hits a certain rank, but it hits 2 critical hits in one battle and is a certain rank. With a Pyro Affinity move, it evolves into Heat Brink, which is a much cooler Volt Pyro version of itself, that then has the ability to basically become, it has Heat Sink, which is the passive, to absorb Pyro Affinity moves and basically charge itself up.
Right.
Definitely not like Pichu from Super Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. Stole that from the anime. But yeah, that's Heat Dink. We love Heat Dink.
Very cool.
Line number 36 is Brinefin and Shoalcrest. It's kind of we needed a generic fish, basically. So we made a razor-bladed fish that moves really fast. Which is Brinefin and Shoalcrest. Kelpop, Kelpow, Kelplosion I can show some stuff off for. I think I showed you this yesterday, Kelpop, Kelpow, Kelplosion, or did I? Maybe you were already off by the time I showed it off.
I don't think so.
So...
I mean, I was there till the end, but I don't remember seeing...
No, I mean, like, it was after stream sort of thing.
Oh, right.
So, one of our artists, Vaughn, that's the one that did the fox yesterday. I don't know if you saw the fox that we were working on. Has been working on Kelpop, Kelpow, Kelplosion.
Oh, yeah?
But basically, the idea is that, you know how kelp, like seaweed, sometimes has those, like, air bubble pockets on it, those little pouches of air?
Mm-hmm.
I had the idea of, like, that's basically a balloon, right?
Sure.
So imagine if, like, a little octopus made of kelp had little balloons that when it hit things, the balloons could explode and deal extra damage. You go, bah, bah.
That's cool.
Bah. So, Kelpop, Kelpow, and Kelplosion. I'm covering up a section of the screen, but it's fine because that's not the final version of it. It'll be on stream in a second. Kelpop is our little like fucking grungy emo little guy who then we went with the orange version of it for Kelpow.
That's
and then it
cool.
becomes a
very,
luchador Kelplosion.
Yeah, luchador-esque is what I was thinking.
Yeah, this is Vaughn has done the work on this one, and it's very, very cool. And it's I'm very happy.
This has Corinne all over it.
This is gonna have a duo with another Keyture that we'll get to in a little bit, where they're gonna be counterparts of one another. But yeah, this is
very like throw and sock.
Yeah, kind of like throw and sock, but instead of it being another fighting guy, so this is a Flora Martial Affinity Keyture. We have an Aqua Spirit Keyture that is a jellyfish that Vaughn is also working on, but we don't have any art for it yet because I haven't signed Vaughn on that contract because I was waiting till we get funded. That is going to be like the little emo witch girl. That is going to be the alternate to the big boisterous fighting like octopus boy, and they're going to be a little duo, and they're going to have similar art. It's going to be very cute, and I'm very excited. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, sorry, we'll get to them in a second because Mermarine is number 8, which Mermarine is a little like sardine like little thing. that moves in massive like pecks. But there's this thing called murmuration in nature, where it's when you get the big flock
Big
of
flocks of birds.
But fish also do it, where it's schools of fish. Murmuring, the idea is it's an aqua atmos Keyture, and it's a fish that just does the schooling murmuration thing in the ocean and in the sky. So it
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like the fish from Finding Nemo that make the face.
Yes. Just swim down. yeah, that one. But yeah, and then the next Keyture are Spirit, Aqua, Jellyfish, Orabelle, Umbrabelle, and Spectrabelle are the counterpart to Kelpop, Kelpow, Kelplosion. Who's going to be our little emo witch girl, but we don't have have art for that yet. This next one is, remember how you're like, I want swords for hands.
Yeah, always.
Okay, so Stoneger and Palatum. These are a Terra Spirit Keyture. This is another Dante idea, where it's like basically like a tombstone turned into a knight that guards cemeteries and places of deaths. Stoneger is just like a little guy with like a little like rock like gauntlets ready to fight. But Palatum has like fully upgraded to sword and shield sort of vibe. Yeah, and that was a Dante idea. Birdie, would you like to explain line number 41?
Let me pull up my notes.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
Yeah. By the way, we went with the feminine pronunciation for both of them rather than having the split name. Just letting you know.
Okay.
Yep. I forgot to mark it on the sheet, but that was a conversation we'd had.
It'll be in my phone notes because I can't find where I sent it to you.
Yeah. You're good. Yeah. I wonder how many people are still watching the stream. Have they all abandoned us yet?
So
There's still 60 people. Jesus.
So the idea for the Keyture that I designed was it was a cow line, because cows and what's the word I'm looking for? Oxen are a staple of America and of California.
Also, the audience
so
really wanted a cow because we kept calling this project Milkman as its secret project name, and they really wanted a cow Keyture.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, just letting you know. That's why I assigned you a cow.
So we had the hex calf, which is Maleficera.
Yeah.
Which is a portmanteau of the words Malefica and Becerra, which is hex calf in Spanish, in Espanol. And then that can evolve into one of the two, which is Vaca Bruja.
Yep.
Which is a portmanteau of vaca, which is cow, and bruja, which is witch, so cow witch. Yep. And or it can evolve into encantoro, which is encanto, charm, and toro, bull.
Yep.
So Maleficera, this calf-like creature can be found wherever they're. Basically, they're a little mystic cow, and they have sprites that are their friends, and it go all around his. They like flies are attracted to cows. These little calf creatures are attract tiny little sprite fairies, and they're often easily distracted, which is why they have to be looked after by Vaca Bruja. And we haven't fully decided on the design for that, but I'm imagining it as being like purple and white.
Yeah, I really want to lean into. I really want to lean into, because we have a lot of mushrooms and stuff. Like, we might still have some mushroom designs on it, but the idea you had with like the moon and stuff like that, I really enjoyed like that sort of vibe as well. So that's probably where we're gonna deeply lean in.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, Birdie. We have a super chat. Mindhack says, "Will normal animals exist in Brave Horizons, or will we be allowed to eat the Keytures?"
There are normal animals in Brave Horizons, and you cannot eat you can eat the Keytures once.
Because they're poisonous. Yeah. I knew you would know the answer. That's why I asked you the question.
Because we answered it like 4 times last night.
People keep asking if they could eat my fucking guys, which is like rough. Anyway, you can keep going on Maleficera, right. But I wanted to hit that real quick.
So, Vaca Bruja, which is it's feminine, witch. But there's no gender in the Keytures. Yeah. But it's the witch, the cow. Attunement of it.
Yeah.
They are like witchy, and the idea is that they are a mystic terror, I think is what I put them on.
Mystic
or
Flora.
Mystic Flora. Mystic
Yeah,
Flora.
Yeah.
One, and they are the guardians of the natural world and all things that live. They are also they're designed to be a healer archetype because they're a caregiver, so they can like cows chew grass and create like cud, I think is what it's called.
Yep.
They can do that. They chew medicinal herbs that are in their forests, and the cud that they produce is a natural salve remedy. It's gross, but it does work. And then they also, the milk they produce is also like a healing potion.
That's true. On that same note,
milk contains a mystical panacea that can be refined into healing potions.
You can milk them, which is not definitely a thing that will ever create fan art, unfortunately. But the other note,
but yeah, they're the Green Witch archetype.
Yeah. Real quick, as related to the cut and the healing stuff, Angelo specifically asks, we can't eat the Keytures, but are there any flora Keytures like Tropies that can grow berries maybe? There are several. One of the ones I mentioned earlier, Condorosa, it's one of its things is it can grow like medicinal herbs from its feathers and stuff like that. So very similar, like sort of like that. Flora is the affinity of healing, and a lot of those can be consumed in different ways. Yeah.
What do you eat in your game? You eat normal food. You eat chicken and normal cows and
yeah. You can eat all the normal food. Yeah.
There's probably a lot more vegans in this world than there are in the real world.
I don't know because I don't know if people suddenly went from eating, cricket protein bars to eating like real food. I don't know that there would be a lot of vegans.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
So the other one it can evolve into because it's a one
Split.
step.
It's a fork.
Sorry, it's a affinity. So sorry, attunement. It's a one-step attunement, but it's a fork. So it goes from Maleficero to one of these two. The other one is Encantoro, which is a bull, and it's a protector of. It's where the Green Witch is the archetype for Vaca Bruja. This is the like Black Witch stereotype. So this is.
Yep.
They are all about death.
Yeah.
And they are found mostly in graveyards and resting places, and where the one we just spoke about, the night one, is like a defender to keep the humans out. This one tends to restless spirits. So in a place where there are lots of dead Keytures or dead humans, and there are restless spirits, the Encantora are there to make sure they stay in the ground.
Fuck yeah.
And so they are vital to the ecosystem because if Encantoro weren't migrating across the land, tending to these lost spirits, there would be shitloads of restless ghosts around, and we'd be overrun by spirit-type Keytures.
I really appreciate that, like, Encantoro and Palatum just happen to be near each other in the decks, because I feel like the two of them together would work very well as, like, a guardian of graveyards and a guardian of ghosts.
Yeah.
So I like those two a lot together.
And this one, it kicks when it scrapes its hooves on the ground, like magical sparks appear because it's a physical attacker.
Seeing how deep you went on this one definitely makes me go, I can't wait till book 2 so we can get more of the deep, because the first attempt you had at designing a Keyture was like, that's a coffee cup.
That was a Fakemon. That wasn't even really that was meant for Pokemon.
That's true.
And that was that was a bit of fun I made during a Q&A.
Yep, it's true.
I put effort into this. It took me a few days.
Yeah, it's true. You asked a lot of questions too, which I really appreciated. We'd be like, "Hey, is this like?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is good. This is good." Fuck yeah. So line 41, Maleficera. Fuck yeah. Line 42. Do you know what a stoat is?
Yes.
It is sand stoat. Is a little stoat made of sand and rocks.
Ooh.
He's a little guy that then becomes Sand Stomp because he gets big feet and he gets big rocky feet that he can go bonk, 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 bonk with. We love Sand Stoat. He baby. Let's see. Line 43 is Raktos and Nopalta. You might be familiar with these. Spider-Man. What are you talking about? Oh, Aractos. No, Raktos. It's a play on the Spanish word for rat. It's a play on the Spanish word for rat. Because basically, imagine a little desert mouse. If you know what a desert mouse looks like, you should look up desert mouse. It's a very specific
Is it like
animal.
the one from Dune? With the big
Yeah, it's kind of like
ears?
that, where it's got the long back legs and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
the little teeny,
yeah.
little
It's,
teeny
it's
things. Yeah, yeah.
exactly what the one in Dune looks like.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a little guy.
Muad'Dib.
Yeah, yes,
Muad'Dib.
Raynor. Sandstomp is a little guy with big feet. Yeah, correct. But Rakdos is a desert mouse that has like little cactus husk bits that it carries around and sort of like wears and uses. And then Nopalta is a Rakdos that is much bigger and is sort of like has a much more fucking massive cactus that it then acts as a hive or like sort of like den for all the other Rakdos. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. This next one is pretty sick. So Micro Ray and Manta Prey are an alloy volt manta ray that is made of metal. So it's like imagine a floating like maglev manta ray that like sort of like goes around and hunts things in like mountainous regions. It's pretty fucking scary.
Very cool. Very cool.
Let's see here. You know who are these two handsome men on my screen? I don't know. Some fucking guy.
I don't know. What stream are you watching?
Yeah. You know how I don't know if you know this about California. We had this thing called the California Gold Rush. I don't know if you're familiar with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was talking to you. I was talking specifically to you.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
I'm digging a hole again.
I knew you were digging. As soon as I saw you lock in earlier, I was like, this motherfucker opened up his game about digging a hole. I swear to God.
I just want to. I've dug the hole. I got like all the way down. I'm just carving out the entire garden now.
Yeah. No, yeah. So basically, what's it called? As a reference. Ooh, I'm so tired. Okay, as a reference to the California Gold Rush, line number 45 is Pay Dirt, which is this like basically like very loose earth golem, who's an Aquaterra Keyture. Because I don't know if you know this, we had a lot of like gold panning and like what's the word where you spray water into a mountain with high pressure to mine?
Fracking,
a lot of fracking and stuff like that. So Pay Dirt is this big Aquaterra golem. But once it takes a certain amount of wounds in a specific battle from an Aqua Affinity like move, it washes away the dirt and it attunes to the new form Gold Strike, which is actually a smaller Keyture that is made of like precious minerals, and it's an Aqua Alloy Keyture.
Very cool.
Which is pretty cool. How long have we been streaming? I don't know. Let's open up OBS. We've been streaming for
like an hour?
Hour 20? Yeah. Or you've been here for like an hour. I've been here for like an hour 20. Birdie, you playing a game about digging a hole, TM? Yes, Birdie is playing that game.
That's the game I play. I found it yesterday. It's on. I'm not called Birdie again. Bertie.
BR. It also doesn't help that I say your
I
name
get
is
so much
Birdie.
flack from Americans about British people not pronouncing their T's, but you pronounce all the T's as
Bertie.
D's.
That's specifically a California thing, actually. So we don't pronounce T's near the ends of words. So like the capital of our state is Sacramento, but you'll never catch me saying it like that. Sacramento.
You say Sacramento?
Sacramento. So there's just no T there. We just skip it.
So yeah, I would pronounce a T there, and yeah, I get all the flack
exactly.
about not
And that's
pronouncing
that's a
T's.
Californian accent thing. That's not an other people thing. Yeah. Mindhack says I'm not American. I just pronounce it wrong. Yeah, because they're Swedish.
All right, thanks, Mindhack Steve.
Yeah. Let's see here. So that's Pay Dirt and Gold Strike. Okay, this next one is a Kenna one, line 46. You know, like a cricket, like a grasshopper?
Yep.
Okay, you know that there's a big fault here in California. The San Andreas fault.
Your gun crimes are. Oh, right.
You're a fucking monster. You're a piece of shit. Die in a hole. Kill him. So Ansandre
your
is
actual fault lines. Yes.
I'll fight you. Is a grasshopper.
That's why you get loads of earthquakes.
I'm fucking hate you. Yeah, but I mean Ansandre is a I mean it causes earthquakes. It's a grasshopper that causes earthquakes. It's a little guy where when they pair up into a spring up into a colony, enough of them jumping together like will cause like mass scale earthquakes.
Damn, we should be exterminating these things whenever we get the chance.
Well, the worst part is once they turn into a fault hopper, it on its own can cause massive earthquakes, and
Definitely
it's
got to
enough.
exterminate those things. That's pest control right there. Jesus Christ, those are going to ruin lives.
If every time a locust landed, it had the ability to cause an earthquake.
Yeah, we'd go to war with them.
And fault hopper is big enough to like carry a bunch of Ensandre
We'd
on
be
its
dropping
back.
them on third world countries.
Shut up. Okay, we're done with the that. We're done with the that. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, Ensandre and fault hopper are the grasshoppers that go boom, 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 boom. Oh, brother, this next one's so fucking cool. So we have a thing here in California called the La Brea tar pits, which are these like massive tar pits that have a bunch of fossils.
There's dinosaurs in them.
There's dinosaurs in them, but more importantly, there's mammoths in them. So we have created Mammoth, who is a little skeleton of a mammoth that is covered in like venom-esque ichor, because that's what tar looks like. And it's like covered in this like ichor, and it's like really gross. And then it becomes tar tusk, which is like this like fully grown like adult mammoth covered in like fucking tar. And then it becomes Ikaroth. And Ikaroth, imagine a mammoth for a moment, a mammoth skeleton. But instead of walking around on the 4 mammoth bone legs,
Imagine, if you will, a mammoth.
Imagine, if you will, a mammoth. But instead of walking around on the 4 mammoth bone legs, it walks around on 6 venom-like inky tendrils of tar that come out of its back like a fucking Doc Ock spider. And this thing is bigger than a house.
Imagine, if you will, a big dog.
A big dog.
No,
I don't have
bigger
to.
than you're thinking.
I see him in the
Bigger
mirror every day. I don't have to imagine.
Even bigger than you're imagining. Even bigger than you're thinking. All right? That's... Now make him fat. Really fat.
Yeah.
Pretty
Dragon
cute,
lemur?
right? Wrong. You just invented a bear, and you're arrested for inventing the bear.
Shut up. Shut up. By the way, Dragon Lemur says we need more canids. There's 3 more coming, dog. Don't worry. We got 3 canids that we haven't talked about yet. We've only talked about Rottweild thus far. But one of the cool things I like about Ikaroth is they vaguely remember being a herd animal. So they have this like passive like herd migration. But they travel in like big herds that go across the world. And can you imagine being a fucking guy? It's you and like 6 dudes who are trying to like go to a dead city and maybe get some technology or something. And you look across the way and there's 20 big fuck off venom mammoth skeletons.
That is horrifying. The dog that's in me is yapping at something downstairs. I don't know what it is.
That's true.
The last thing he's barking at was Jehovah's Witnesses. Thankfully, I was in the bath when they arrived.
When that happened. The line 48 is Scapegoat and Brawler Horn. It's basically a satyr. It's a satyr line.
Ooh, yeah, I remember you saying about this. The latest.
Yeah, we got a satyr. Then line 49 is Sleetle and Blizzbug. So imagine, if you will, a dung beetle that gathers up snow into a whimsical snowball.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's Blizzbug. Sleetle is the beetle, and then Blizzbug is the full dung beetle. And one of the cool things is they have the passive Snowball, where when they enter battle, they start making their snowball, and the snowball takes damage for them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He makes a little snowman that he puts in front and uses as a shield.
Yeah, it's very good. It's a Sleetle and Blizzbug. And then we've got the polar bear, Southpaw, Bout Bear, and Owl Punch, who are just polar bears that punch things. That's what they are.
Hell yeah.
It's just polar bears
Sometimes
that punch
things don't have to be complicated.
Yeah. Line 51 is Pathafrost, which is a frost rot Keyture. So you know how like in the permafrost up in the Arctic, there are like ancient diseases that people are worried about, like if it ever gets unfrozen, it might kill everybody.
Yeah.
It's that. It's a sentient ancient disease stuck in ice.
Oh, cool. There's a lot of Keytures that I feel I'll just kill on sight.
Yeah. This is a lot more deadly of a world than Pokemon.
Yeah, I see what you mean about how Gavin wouldn't last. Because, like, Gavin would be doing his Gavin thing of, like, let's try and coexist with all these things. And then Gavin the mercenary would be like, some of these bitches gotta die.
Some of these bitches gotta die. Oh my god, Birdie, this next one is our Magikarp. It's not a fish, but it's our Magikarp in that it's fucking useless and until it turns into a really cool thing. I actually think this is the second Draco Affinity Keyture that we've introduced thus far, because the first one was Wyvark. So this first one isn't Draco Affinity, it's Frostle. Imagine sort of an oblong ball of ice that you can vaguely see some ancient bones in, and it's got two bony little legs that are sticking out of the ice, right? Imagine that for a second. And it doesn't attune, Birdie, until rank 6. And it's fucking useless. This thing knows like 3 moves. It can like throw itself at stuff. It's not good. But then, it has no face, by the way. It is just an ice ball. But then Frostle will eventually...
How does it move?
It's got the 2 little legs.
Around?
It's got the 2 little legs
right,
that I
okay.
said. Yeah, the 2 little bony legs. But when it attunes, it becomes Articheon, the T-Rex skeleton covered in icy scale armor.
God!
So Articheon, Frostle into Articheon. Dibs. That's what Shorty said when I put it on the list. Shorty really wants to do the art for Frostle Articheon. Yeah. So we're very excited for that one.
I want to be a cowboy riding an ice dinosaur.
Yeah.
That's my character for the campaign. You heard it here first.
Yeah. So Frostle is our Magikarp, which turns into Articheon, our Gyarados. Which is pretty cool. Like, Shorty was asking for, like, reference of, like, hey, how much more complicated should Articheon get? And I sent a photo of Magikarp, and I sent a photo of Gyarados, and I said, it should look like this. It should do a jump like this. Yeah, line number 53 is an Atmos Affinity Keyture, Nimbus and Cumulos. I'll admit, I don't have as much of a visual for these figured out yet. I know Cumulos is like a little cloud serpent. But basically, they are a pure Atmos affinity line because of these little clouds. But they're kind of like the cast form, where we have this mechanic called domains, where every affinity can create a domain. This is literally JJK. They can do like a domain where, like, you know, a pyro affinity domain creates an area of intense pyro affinity energy, which powers up pyro moves, and it weakens... Let me go look it up. Domains. It weakens flora affinity moves. Right. Basically, Nimbus and Cumulos, whatever domain they are in, becomes their secondary typing, becomes their secondary affinity. So if they are in a, like, alloy affinity domain, they become an Atmos alloy Keyture. If they're in a Volt domain, they become an Atmos Volt affinity Keyture. So we love Nimbus and Cumulos. This next one is one of our 3 cats, because we've already shown off 2 of them with Crystallinks and Sombrerage. We have Lumph.
Lumph, there it is.
Lumph is a loaf, is a Mystic Affinity Keyture that is a bread loaf that is also a cat. And we have Canada blame for this. It is literally a loaf.
Many things.
It is a loaf. Oh, can we get a no thank you cranberry in the chat for a moment? Because unfortunately Matt decided that he really wanted to put a Mr. Mime in our game. We have a Mr. Mime. Its name is Sarcastle. And the difference between this thing and Mr. Mime is that it's sarcastic. It's a sarcastic mime.
Why?
So no thank you cranberry to anybody who hates it.
The sins of the past.
And Matt said, and it's a Martial Mystic Keyture, so it's like a really unique fucking typing too.
I've not even seen it, and I hate it.
You know what the best part is some people are going to love it, because literally I mentioned this offhand to one of our artists, and they told one of our other artists, and that artist goes, so I hear you have a mime. I would like to do the mime, please.
I would like to see the baby.
Somebody said, Sealy said, we need some freaks in this game.
We do.
Okay, this next one is Amphere.
Freaks for the freaks.
So Amphere is a little, like... So basically, I did with Amphere what Pokemon was too cowardly to do with Magnemite. Where Amphere is this little fucking, like, spooky little Volt Keyture that exists. Is basically like a sentient lightning bolt is what Amphere is. In order to attune Amphere to its next form, Inhabited, You need to genuinely get 3 of these motherfuckers together to fuse into an inhabited.
Oh, cool.
So you genuinely need to go get 3 ampheres to fuse them into one inhabited.
What?
Yeah.
So if you get 3, do you pick the one that is like the main one who actually like transfers?
Correct, and the other 2 fuse into it. Yeah.
Okay, so because I was wondering, like, if you spent all this time with 1 amphere.
Yeah, and then the other
its
2
stats a
basically
certain thing.
absorb into it. So I was like, Pokemon are cowards. We're gonna go from Amphere into Inhabitor. And Inhabitor has actually some of the best stats of a like basically pseudo legend in the game because it's so hard to get. Yeah. I mean, it's got 2 different natural D12s in its stats. In its speed and special attack. Its drive and mind are both D12s just naturally.
That's got Tori written all over it.
Oh my god, Tori would have so much fun with it. Do you have to catch them or just find them? They have to, what's it called? I mean, you can catch them, but they have to choose to fuse together. So you could find 2 wild Amphere, and they could choose to fuse with your thing. But they have to be consenting, because consent is a big thing in this game.
Brave Horizons, gotta keep them all.
Gotta keep them all.
Gotta keep them all.
Let's see here. The next guy, line number 57, which by the way, I remember there's 76. So we still got fucking like 20 of these bitches to do. We've got Climo and Turbug, which is a little turbine, little robot bug dude that absorbs wind and uses it to power himself. He's a little turbine, little man. Yeah, Climo and Turbug.
I'm Turbo Man.
And then we get Monoglass and Omniscoptic, which are these like basically telescopes that are sapient. And they are alloy pyro because they can focus energy through themselves like a motherfucker to basically make laser beams, which is pretty fun. We have Wacklo and Bonkai, which are a meme that Matt made. Whack and Bonk. But there's an anime called Bleach, and in Bleach they have a special move. Every character has a special move that's called their Bonkai. And Matt just wanted to make a Bleach meme. So Bonkai is a Bonkai. The audience will understand what I'm talking about. You don't have to understand what's going on here, buddy. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, Matt did this. That's Matt's fault.
I'm currently thinking about if fucking Spike Surge had his own phalanx called Team Whack.
Team Whack and you had Team Bonk? That'd be really funny. That'd be really funny. Yeah, Bonkai is there. So Bonkai is a little dude. He's a spirit martial affinity Keyture. Because in the Bleach anime, it's all about like basically like people killing like corrupt or like these like soul reapers, which are basically like death gods, but they look like little samurais. They go and they like take care of hollows, which are these like corrupted souls, and like so basically Bonkai can use martial affinity moves on spirit Keytures. Like it overrides that immunity. So it's like it's pretty cool. Cool. Yeah. So somebody was complaining earlier that we don't have enough canids. The second of our 4 dogs, we have Loopup, Psycanus, and Whirlwolf, which are Atmos Vault wolves. So if you want to ride a dire wolf that is the storm, get a Whirlwolf.
Oh.
That is the storm.
You sold it to me there.
There you go. I knew I would because you really like the Starks. So I said the word direwolf and ride,
Literally
and you went
playing Rob Stark this year.
Yeah, in a LARP. Yep. So Psycanus, Loopup, Psycanus, and Whirlwolf. Yeah. It's the second of our 4 canids that are in this game. Because we have a dog, we have a wolf, we have a fox, and we have a coyote. Let's see here.
What does the fox say?
Anyway, the next one. So there's a mountain range here in California called the Sierra Nevada mountain range. This is massive fucking mountain range. You've not been, but we should go at some point. Mm-hmm. I wanted like a 6-legged like golem that represented that. So it's a Terra Frost affinity Keyture that is Tundrite, Borean, and Sierros. And basically, it like is a mountain range personified. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Very cool.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. Then we get into one of my favorite lines, which is it's a Pyro Draco affinity Keyture. Its name is its final form is Bale Crown, which I have a very specific idea of the head crown of its horns. But basically it is a wingless.
We're going like Western archetype of a dragon here.
So it's actually the Draco comes from, it's more of like lizard based, where it's it's like basically think like bearded dragon sort of body. Like it is bipedal, but it starts on 2 legs and ends on 2 legs, motherfuckers. I hate you guys. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for finding my game. But the thing that I've always known about Bale Crown is that I've always known that it has like 6 horns that like one like they like all curl. So look at me, Birdie, for a second. They all like curl. So 1, 2, 3. They all curl in, and I know that they're all like cylinder flat topped, and there's like a giant fire on the end of each one of them. Is always an image that I've had. So it's like Torinub, Incinnahorn, and Bale Crown are the
There's
the
so
3.
many of these Keytures that I'm like, when can we start the campaign?
So fucking next year, ideally. One of the cool things about Bale Crown though is that canonically Bale Crown is the most violent Keyture on this list. It is a villain Keyture to a T, which if you can tame would be really cool. But this thing like it is a cruel, sapient, menacing. It wants to hunt, tear, rip, and murder. Mordor, if I was Alan Cummings, because that's how he says it. Yeah, Bale Crown is very cool. I've actually, so you know how like in order to world build, I make fake novels.
Fuck.
It's a super Targaryen fucking thing.
Like literally like fucking Baelor.
yeah. One of the things with Bale Crown that like, so in order to world build, I write fake novels in my head, and I've always had the idea for like a character based around Bale Crown that I absolutely love.
Hey, let's get 40K.
40K.
An adventure.
There you go. What's it called? The next one we talked about yesterday, this is Falkiran, which is another one of our dragons. So Falkiran is a peregrine falcon that has like its body is like its wings are still feathered, but its body is mostly scaled, and it's a peregrine falcon mixed with a Kirin, so it's got the like bladed unicorn horn coming out the front of it. Yeah, Falkiran is super cool. It's an Atmos Draco affinity Keyture. Fun fact that I will share about Falkiran. One of the things that I've talked about before in Brave Horizons is the mechanic of a warden. So there will be a certain amount of land that exists where a single Keyture who rules over a territory will gain an extra mantle of power because it is the warden of that territory. Basically, it's the strongest Keyture in that territory. Cool. One of the things I've talked about is Pelclarina itself is a territory, and there is a Keyture that rules over it and allows humans to live there. And some humans know about it, some don't. Like people talk about it, but it's not like oh, this thing like shows up like Moltres all the time. The warden of Pelclarina is a Falkiran, which is pretty cool. That's one of the reasons the city is very Atmos themed, because it has an Atmos warden. So Falkiran is the warden of Pelclarina, which I enjoy. Yeah. We also have line 66 is Cobble, which is another bull. It's a Terra Affinity Keyture, and it's a bull made of rocks. That's as simple as it gets. Yeah, I love that your bull is like, yeah, it's like a hex, sort of like shadow black witch. Da, da, da. This is a bull made of rocks, and you know what? Sometimes that's all they need to be. That's all they need to be.
Sometimes less is more.
Sometimes less is more. You know. Do you remember in Transformers 2?
Probably not. But go ahead.
there was the Devastator, which was that Transformer made of like 18 Transformers. That was like a Decepticon. That was like all the like it was the one with the swinging balls. I don't know if you remember that. It was the two wrecking balls. Yeah, it was that one. So the Devastator.
I am directly underneath the enemy's spawn.
So basically, Kenna decided she wanted the Devastator to be a Keyture. So she came up with Pharaoh Titan, which is like Ferro Pharaoh Titan.
Yeah.
Which is an alloy spirit Keyture that is a giant fucking amalgamation of busted ass cars. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yes, the one that nearly destroyed their rendering engines and melted literal PCs, King Sealy. Yes, the
That's
Devastator.
like that. We're getting into the ones that we can find in the ruined cities here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Next up we have canonically our largest Keyture that is not a monarch. So the monarchs are our equivalent of legendaries. Our largest non-monarch Keyture is Sequoia. So we have a tree here in California called the giant sequoias.
Sequoia.
Yep. And basically, sequoia is, imagine if one of those sequoias got turned on its side and was a giant koi fish in the ocean. And sequoia is so big that it becomes its own reef. And it has the passive reef, where it says that when this Keyture enters battle, ally Keytures that are at least one size category smaller than it add this creature's rank to their guard and soul defending rolls. So they literally, all the allies use its rank as an additional protection because they're hiding inside of it.
I feel like this is one like your party's not gonna have this, but this is a cool ally to make.
Because the thing is when are you gonna get to pull this out of its key? You know what I mean?
Hey, I've got the perfect I've got the perfect Keyture for this. Oh wait, the room's too small.
The room is too small.
Can't bring it out.
Yeah, Sequoia itself is the battlefield, King Sealy. Absolutely. Hey, are you familiar with Nessie of Loch Ness?
Yes.
So fun fact, here in California, we ripped off
Famously
Nessie.
not in California. Okay.
We ripped off Nessie, because we have a giant lake called Lake Tahoe, and we have Tahoe Tessie, which is a ripoff of Nessie. Tessie turned into a Keyture that Tori designed. Fun fact, I actually can show off Tessie because it was a test Keyture design for one of our artists. If my drive would load. There we go. Let's see here. Oh, I have to open up the Photoshop file because I don't have a PNG rendered of it. Let's see here. I don't care how big the room is. I cast huge Keyture. Thank you, Poketriller. I appreciate
tree.
that. Okay, you ready for this, Birdie? You're not ready for this. Watch this.
This is what Tessie looks like. To show up eventually.
This is what Tessie looks like.
Cool.
Wait for it.
So the thing is open, but it's not in the. There we go. Whoa! Yeah. I have seen this. I've seen this. Yep. That's sick as. Fuck.
Yeah. By the way, all of the pieces. It's not wearing the ship pieces. Those are physically part of its body, so it can control these ropes like prehensile tendrils to fucking wrap you in.
Wow.
Yeah, this thing is an ambush predator that hides in ancient ruins in the ocean and fucking comes in and just murders
every
you.
sailor's worst nightmare. This thing wants to kill everyone.
Yeah, shout out to Reptilia, Nora, one of our artists. This was their test Keyture to see if they could join the team.
I'm assuming they did.
They did. They've done several of the designs that we've shown this far.
Excellent. This would be such a sick like D&D monster as well.
Yeah, Tessie's really cool. Yeah. Which is really fucking sick. Yeah. We showed this one off yesterday, but okay, so now this next trio that we're getting into is three-form Keytures. So one of the things people asked about with our starters is people have noticed that Caliba, Calvin, and Pupul are our Flora, Pyro, and Aqua starters, but none of them are monotype. None of them are mono affinity. They all gain additional affinities.
My starters aren't these days either.
That's true, but the rest of our starters, the other 9 lines, are all mono affinity.
Right, okay.
So we wanted a stand-in for if people wanted that 3-stage, like 3-form, like mono affinity thing for Flora, Aqua, and Pyro. So we came up with a new trio. It's funny because it was one of those things where Matt, Kenna, and I all like didn't really talk to each other. We all decided we were gonna do one, and it was like we're gonna do okay. So there's gonna be a fox, there's gonna be a coyote, and then there's a whale. One of these things is not like the other. It was Matt who made the whale, obviously. It was Matt who made the whale.
This is Warcry, right?
Yeah, so Warcry will be the third one in this list, but we're gonna do the first one first, where I can show this off. I showed it off yesterday on stream as like a gift for everybody. But Spikelet is a succulent fox. And by the way, this line actually I should mention first. They're all called Titans, because they are incredibly rare. They're kind of like pseudo legends. They are incredibly rare. They are more powerful than a regular starter, and they are all meant to control a vast territory on their own. Like, these are like shoo-ins of if one of these is in a territory, this will probably end up being the warden sort of thing.
Exactly what I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Spikelet, we showed this off yesterday, but this is Spikelet, who is our little succulent fox, which people have seen now. And then it becomes Foxtail, which is just, it's so creepy looking. Vaughn did a great job with this one. This was Vaughn's test piece to join the team.
Yeah, it goes from so cute to so weird. It's
based off of sort of like the vibe we wanted to give it was like an Inari, which is like a style of Japanese spirit that's based off of like a canid fox
which
sort
I
of
think
thing.
It works for this idea that they're not like, you know, they're meant to be these pseudo legendaries and stuff. Like, you don't want them to be too cute and stuff.
You don't want them to be too cute. Exactly. Yeah. So that is Brome Beast is the final form. It goes Spikelet, then it goes Foxtail, and then Brome Beast. It's very cool. It's the only it's one of two that has finished art. The middle one of this line, that we'll get to in a second, doesn't have finished art yet. We're still working on it, so I don't get to show that one off yet. But the second one is a flaming coyote. It's peyote, which there's a fun pun there in peyote, which is weed. But that wasn't the goal. It was actually pyro coyote was peyote. But there is a reference to peyote in there where it's got like a smoke-based hallucinogenic move that's in there. So Spikelet is line 70. Peyote is line 71, and peyote is a little white-furred coyote that has like little flames. And then it becomes Ash Pelt, where it's a gray-furred flaming coyote. And then it finally becomes Kyoclasm, which is this, like, burning feet, sort of, like, massive black coyote. Yeah, which is very cool. And then, of course, we have the whale, which, what a whale of a time. Let me see here. I've got to pull up the whale files. I got to go open up the ones, because I don't have them open yet. Scrolling up. Okay. Okay, so let's see here, and then we'll go to. Wait, that's not the one. That's this one. I need another. Where's Bauline? So Matt, when he was working on this line, like concepting it, he's like, I want a really sad whale is what I want. I want a really sad whale. And I said, whale? That's what I said. So this is Bauline, who is the sad little whale. Sad little whale, and it's got like these like water scrubbers on it, and it's sad because the ocean still isn't clean yet, so it's like constantly trying to clean the ocean, where it's like these like scrubbers that are powered by its forward motion, and then it like vents out the like clean water.
Yes, I remember talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, and then it becomes the stupid, the dumb, the sad or cry, where it's just like and then that finally becomes bewail, its final form. Yeah.
Still just as sad as it was at the beginning.
Yeah, it's got even bigger tears. Yeah. Well, bewail is a word like meaning to express disapproval and sorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a pun. It's a pun. Yeah.
So Warcry is just it being Orca, and a cry. It's nothing to do with Warcry.
No, nothing to do with Warcry. Somebody just made a typo, and that was a cool idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're starting to get into some Keytures that are really important. The next one that we have, no, they are saltwater. Actually, Keytures. All Keytures can be both saltwater and freshwater that are like live in water. First of all, they're not limited by brine. That's one of the cool things because I don't want to limit them like that. So this next one is really important to me. This was actually the first line that I designed for the game. And it is one that it really takes two of my forms of autism and puts them together. So people may not know this. I hate the idea of space travel, but I love space shuttles. I am not autistic about trains. I'm autistic about space shuttles. Here in California, we have California Museum of Aerospace Science that has the USS Endeavour on display, the space shuttle. And like you can walk under the Endeavour and look up at this massive fucking space shuttle. I love it. It's this black and white, beautiful, hexagonal silicon paneled, like fucking like amazing, like really cool design. And remember when I said that all Keytures are just something that existed, so an item, plant, or animal that was then hit by a bit of human imagination and personality and thought? So the one that I have designed, this line, is our Draco alloy Keyture. So it is dragon steel. It starts as Salamander, which is a silicon like salamander that's like very big. Then it becomes Shuttlelore, and then it becomes Silicana, the Western European style dragon that is also a space shuttle.
Hell yes.
That Silicana is my favorite design. Like, people ask, like, Aaron, what's your favorite design? I literally had one of the artists ask, like, hey, I want to do that one. And I said, nobody's doing that one until you all have, like, 8 designs under your belts. Because I need Silicana to be perfect. I fucking love Silicana. And my favorite thing about Silicana is its territories are never very wide, but they exist out to the edges of the atmosphere.
Right.
So, like, anywhere in that column that you run into, you can run into a Silicana. Yeah, Silicana is one of our iconic rarity Keytures. This thing is, like, iconic means there's, like, there might be, like, less than 5 in the world sort of thing. Or it's a singular Keyture. It's one of, it's like 5 or less. Silicana, I very much love. The next Keyture line 74, Awani. Actually, a fair amount of like research went into Awani, because there's a place here called Yosemite Valley, here in California, and it was settled by the Ahuanachi people, which were, you know, a set of indigenous people here in California, but specifically the word Ahawani means hungry. So I designed a Draco Flora little guy. This is what's called a guardian. This is one of our mythical Keytures. We only have one mythical one guardian in this book right now. You're probably only ever going to see one per book. Awani is like just a hungry little wingless dragon lizard guy that just eats everything. And guardians have specific mechanics that come with them. And Awani is just our little guy, and he's got crazy stats. First of all of his dice are either D8s or D12s. All of them, just in general. Every single one is a D12 or a D8, just naturally. But one of the things about Awani is, like, the Guardians are meant to protect other Keytures. The Monarchs, which we'll get into in a second, are meant to just exist as massive beings of power. So actually, Awani has the passive Guardian, which in and itself, so like Guardian things all have the passive Guardian, which in itself, Guardian says this creature and allied creatures have a bonus to defending rolls equal to this creature's rank. When an enemy creature hits this creature or an allied creature with a kinetic or energy move, the attacking creature takes 1 damage. So it punishes combat between other people, because it's protecting, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So like Awani is, honestly, Awani has big mascot energy. Once we get art for him, he's potentially mascot sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for Awani. And Awani's like a singular Keyture. There might be 1 or maybe 2 or 3 in the world. These next 2 are Monarchs. These are singular Keytures. There are only 1 of each of these, and they're both cannot. So Guardians and Monarchs by default have the rule they cannot be bonded with. They are too powerful for human willpower to overcome. Sorry, buddy. You gotta befriend them. So our 2 box legends, our Monarchs, are Rohia and Graciel. Someone asked if we had a giant sandworm. We do, but it's more of an axolotl. Basically, imagine if a giant worm had the head of an axolotl and it was like a dune-sized worm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so basically Rohia is a Terra Aqua Keyture. It's line 75. And it is supposed to represent the earth. It has the passive flourishing earth. where what it is supposed to do is basically Flourishing Earth is when it enters or leaves battle, each of its allies increase their body, guard, and soul, so their HP, defense, and special defense, by +4 stages. It is an incredibly powerful Keyture. It has multiple D20s. It also has the passive Monarch, which Monarch specifically states enemy Keytures have a penalty to defending rolls equal to this Keyture's rank. When this Keyture hits one or more enemy Keytures with a physical or with a kinetic or energy move, this creature regains 1. So it heals itself by hitting others. It is meant to destroy in submission. Uncreative, we got funded in less than 24 hours, and I made a promise to talk about every single Keyture that we have in development. So that's what we're doing. We're almost done. Somebody asked what we were doing right now.
Yeah.
By the way, that card that you're referring to, Local Devil Cat, is specifically the influence for Rohia. It created Rohia. That is specifically what I'm referring to. Absolutely. So you nailed it, Local Devil Cat. That is what Rohia is based off of. And then the last one, Graciel. So Rohia is supposed to represent the earth. Graciel is supposed to represent the heavens. Graciel is a giant Quetzalcoatl style phoenix that is made of blue sky and flaming clouds. And Graciel has the passive Heaven's Grace, where basically when it enters battle, all unconscious or defeated Keytures regain 3 wounds and are no longer defeated. And basically it is this like sort of revitalization. So the two of them together are the heavens and the earth. Is the two of them, and those are our like box legends. Those are our monarchs, Rohia and Graciel.
Cool.
Yeah, and they are blue and red. So Rohia is red, Graciel is blue, which I thought was a fun reference to the original Red and Blue.
Yeah.
So those are the two of them. They are both considered colossal as their size, which means they are both like bigger than I think like 25 feet in any direction.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah. Evil fucking Cloudbird.
How does that stack up to Sequoia?
Sequoia is, I think, technically longer, but it has less mass.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, that is all of our Keytures. We did it. We did it. Those are all the Keytures that are going to be in Brave Horizons.
We did it.
We did it. Yay!
So get us to 35 so we can get artwork of everything.
That's the goal, is to try and get us to 35. I think we'll do it. I think we'll get it. Yeah. That was the thing. We did it.
Give us money.
That only took like 2 hours.
It was fun though.
Yay.
So update on holding in game.
Oh my fucking god! You
I
really
took
gonna
a break
ruin this
from-
moment by talking about holding in game? You fucking
Alright,
piece of shit!
I won't talk about holding in game.
You can talk about it in a
fun.
second. Let us live in the
cool.
moment, motherfucker. I'm very happy for us too. I'm very glad that we're funded. We're at 31,300 right now. Here I can. Yeah. I'm very excited. We're definitely hitting 32 within the next couple days. What's funny is we're still 23 hours. We still have not hit 24 hours yet. 24 hours happens in 48 minutes.
Crazy.
Yeah, which is crazy.
It, bro. Fucking easy. Next game.
Fucking no. We gotta get this one finished first.
Easy.
No, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. We have a whole month for 5K. Easy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've got, let's see here. So stretch goals, just for people who are looking for towards the future, to talk about like, well, what's next? What are we doing? We have all of our stretch goals. If we get to like our $37,000 or $40,000 stretch goal, we'll start listing the rest of the stretch goals that we kind of have in mind. But basically, the next step in less than $32,000 is the system rules document, an SRD, which will be a stripped down version of our rules that don't necessarily have to do with Aebon or Keytures, but it'll be like monster, this thing, so that you guys can create your own third-party content. Obviously, you still can't break other copyright laws, so you can't be like, let me make Digimon, right? Because like that's illegal. But you can make all kinds of third-party content. That's the idea. It's like the idea is that like if one of you wanted, you could make your own Keyture supplement book and put it out, sort of thing. or you could make your own IP
it's got
using
the
the
OGL.
system. Yeah, it's got the OGL. It's got an open gaming license. I mean, that's what it is. It's this specific, non-specific rules will be released under an open gaming license as a basic system rules document that will allow the creation of third-party supplements as long as they obey all required prerequisites and guidelines. Yeah. Yeah. Then at 35, we have the fully illustrated retainer. The retainer is the name of our decks, basically. So all of the Keytures that we saw were what were in our retainer today. Basically, that just guarantees that every Keyture will have art. At 37 is additional art, so that's the like we want to put as many illustrations as we can into the book. If you saw our art pieces for like the marshes or the maze paths or the desert, like more of that in the book. 40K is a starter adventure exploring the maze paths, which is basically just an introductory like level 1 adventure to get you into the game and teach you sort of like how to play the game. And then 45K is digital Keyture STLs, where the Caliba, Calfin, and Pupul lines will each get 28mm scale STL digital files that I send to you guys. Yeah. I think an OGL is incredibly important. Yeah, so we wanted to make sure that that was part of the thing. If we get to like the end of our sort of stretch goals, we have more in the idea tank, but we didn't want to list too many and look too ambitious. So, yeah.
Yeah, if we hit 45, like I'm sure we can come up with some other things. Someone suggested earlier.
Oh, we have a list. We have a list.
Have a donation tier where someone can design their own Keyture. It's like, no.
Oh, my grandmother is calling me. Give me just a moment. Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma Aaron.
Thank you, Grandma. I love you deeply. Did you know that I'm on stream right now? No. We're celebrating. So the audience can hear me talking to you, but they can't hear you. Yeah.
Better on speaker.
Aw, thank you, Grandma. Guys, she's telling me she's proud of me. Yeah. Nice. The chat says hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
You know what's funny is I actually called you last night to yell at you for donating to the thing where I was like, Grandma, why are you putting money in here? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, okay. Grandma wants her book to be personally signed in front of her. I think that means we'll have to invite her down to the book signing when we do it.
I get to meet Grandma Aaron.
Yeah. Aw, thank you, Grandma. Oh, yeah, no, that was what I woke up to. I had about 3.5 hours of sleep last night, and Bertie, my good British friend who's on stream with me currently, he was the first one to get through and call me. He was like, "We did it!" And I was like,
what did we do? I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Yeah. Oh, no, Grandma, the chat is saying that you should sign all of the books. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Grandma. That means the world.
Aww.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Do you know how I'm going to celebrate today? I'm going to finish this stream, and then I'm going to go pass out. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. All right. Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye, Grandma. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, fun fact, that's my Mexican Filipino grandma. She's like basically the whole reason that this entire region is like vaguely Mexican. I love my grandma so fucking much. Yeah, she's the best. She's so fucking cool. By the way, somebody asked where the signing's happening. It will not be a public event. Where basically everybody's going to come out and they're going to help me. The whole cast is going to come out and they'll help me package all the books and stuff like that.
Get into a place
and
order some food, and we're going to put on a cool show.
Yeah, we'll probably do a live stream during the signing. Is one of the things that we were talking about. Is like having everybody sitting at like a table while we're doing the signing, and what's it called? And doing a live stream during it, and maybe inviting a few of our friends out to come and hang out with us while we do it. But yeah, that's the goal. Which, Bertie, you said you're good to come back to the US for the next 10 years. You said.
So 2030. 35, I believe.
Okay,
is
good. So I don't have to worry
visa
about getting
runs
you a
out.
visa to get over here to come.
No, even
do
if I
stuff.
needed to come over, I
Okay.
could come over with on an Esther. Like, I'm not coming over for
Yeah.
work. Technically, you're not going to pay me for
Yeah.
that time, so it's just a vacation.
Valid.
Um,
Okay. Yeah. What if I did want to pay you for that time?
uh, don't.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Cool.
what you can is you can pay me for that time, and what you do is you don't say you're going to do it on a live stream on the internet.
Well, I said, what if?
Um,
This is a hypothetical. I haven't decided to pay you yet. If it's a
Yeah,
pain in
so
the
in
ass, I'm
that
just gonna have you be
situation,
there
if
on
you were
vacation.
going to pay me, what you wouldn't do is you wouldn't leave evidence of doing that.
Yeah.
And then you would just send me the money on PayPal. And
Ah,
we wouldn't
interesting.
tell the
Interesting. I don't think
IRS
I'll do that though. I
or
think I'll just not
HMRC.
pay you. Is what I think it'll be.
Okay.
I
I mean, you're gonna pay for my
said,
flight, so
what is? That's probably true. But that'll be a gift between friends. That won't be a company purchase. What about a VTT implementation? We've been having some talks. That's not a conversation we're willing to have publicly yet, but we've been having some talks. Nothing's in the
also,
works.
yeah,
We're
like, I don't
talking
know where
about
we
getting
get-
stuff in the
Where
works.
would we even get started with that?
It's actually not as hard as you'd think. It depends on if we want to pair up with an existing VTT or if we want to make our own.
Yeah, I was gonna say we
Yeah.
need to
Yeah, exactly.
find an existing VTT.
Yeah, shout out to
Wants to do
Frost, who's one of our community members, who's put UB on Foundry, and did a lot of work like porting all of the moves and abilities in Pokemon to Foundry.
Very cool.
Crazy guy.
If you
Yeah,
want
so
to see
Frost
us
just
do
popped up in chat.
anything-
Did someone say VTT?
If you want to see us do anything like a VTT, what would really help with making that a reality is you just
Doubling our funding.
share. Well, you just share the word of the game and
Yeah, exactly.
get it popular. Because
Yep.
the more people demand VTT, then the more likely that a VTT like Foundry will reach out to us.
Yeah, yeah. Sick nasty dog. Hell yeah. I think that's kind of it for the stream though. I think we did it.
Smashed
I
it.
think I kept my promise. We were at 31 387. It'd be really funny if you guys got us to 32 before I got off, but you don't have to. You got me to 30 in less than 24.
That'd be hilarious. You should totally do that.
You guys got us to 30 before 24 hours hit. Like, I'm so incredibly proud.
No
and
one's
just,
ever gonna know what happened in the whole
Yeah.
fucking game.
I was talking to Dave last night, Birdie. I don't know if you were still here for that, before you went to bed or not.
I
But
was not here for that.
but Dave was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on like Thursday when it's like payday or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. That's totally okay." And then he like gives me a sly look like 5 minutes later and goes, "I just remembered I have a credit card."
He's got to get in there fast before all those signed copies go.
Yeah. Oh, this community is so fucking cool. I love this community. What were your expectations for the 24-hour mark? I was really hoping that we hit 15K. Was really my goal. And the fact that we doubled my goal. Oh, the other thing is like, being so real, I didn't think we were going to hit the 24 hours until yesterday. And then as I was going to bed, because I told my family very specifically they were not allowed to donate until I got funded. And then as I was going to bed, I was like, fuck, we might hit the 24 hours. Like, you know, we might hit it in 24 hours. So I called my
It
family.
was one of the first things I did when I woke up.
Yeah,
This
check.
morning was I checked the thing. I was like, oh shit, we're 26K.
Yeah. And basically, like as I was going to bed, I was like, you know what? No, let me just call my family real quick and tell them that they are allowed to donate, just in case. And then this morning, I was kind of like not super excited when you called me because I was like, oh, I called in a favor from my family to like get funded or whatever, and I was like not feeling good about it. And then I hit the backer report and realized my family hadn't gotten to funding it yet. They were waiting till the last possible
Hell
minute
yeah,
to get it
you
to 24.
did it, bro.
So we got funded without like me asking for that, and I was like, it really like blew my mind. Well, we're funded so they can put money in now. Yeah, they can, absolutely. I'm gonna tell them they can put in as much as they want. But yeah, so you know, that was a really cool moment. It was the moment where I realized, oh, I wasn't handed this. We actually just did it organically. And I'm really proud of that. Yeah.
You should be proud, bro.
Yeah.
I've said it several times between the two streams, but like you put in so much work into this game.
Well, like I said
It's
on stream
been
yesterday was about
between-
a removal of stress, and today is about joy. Like those are two different
Yeah.
things, you know?
Between you know getting Brave Horizons set up and just running Unbeatable as a show, like this is a full-time job for you.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god, yeah, it is. Fucking A. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, as exhausted and tired as I am all the time, I don't want to be doing anything else.
It's such a fun thing to do, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm incredibly privileged that this community has allowed me to be at this point, and I'm excited to bring that privilege to the rest of our group to eventually have it to where we can have more people on full time, and it's not just
yeah. I mean,
me.
like, I would if we ever like if you know ever blows up in a serious way. Like, I don't know what specifically my job would be, but
I mean, yeah,
I don't know, community managing or something. I don't know, but like, I'd love to make this my full-time job. I mean, we've talked about. I need to now that I'm back in the UK full time.
Yeah.
I talked for ages about how I want to run a game under the unbeatable.
Do it. I'll let you. We just gotta get you an editor, dog. That's
Umbrella.
literally the only issue. And we got like 80 people in chat. I'm sure there's an editor among one of them who would take a very small amount of pay to edit the podcast.
It wouldn't be a Pokemon game.
Yeah, that's fine. Do something with Unbeatable.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Think about. Right now, I'm balls to the walls on running a LARP, but
yeah, LARP is crazy cool. Oh my goodness, people are still blowing up the Discord and talking about stuff and everything. Oh, what if I eat food? That sounds like a really fun idea.
That's a good idea. I did tell you to do that when you woke up.
Yeah, but I wanted to get this done first. Aaron, accept help and support from your loved ones. This is so valid. Oh, wait, I do. I just wanted to get here first. I wanted to do as much as I could on my own before I accepted support. That was the whole point. I wanted to get as much as I could on my own. Yeah. Let's see here. All right, everybody. I think that's going to be our stream for the day. Thank you so much for joining us.
Game went no.
We're going 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.